What's up, guys? What's going on? Maintenance just completed, and with it comes the update for the 3-star Esper fights for Carbuncle and Golem. So today I'm just going to demonstrate how you can go beat up on Carbuncle pretty easily. The team I'm going to be using is Mistea, Pure Summoner Iridia, Barbarisia, Ramza, and Setzer. Now, you don't need to use all 5-star bases for this. In fact, 2 of the units that I'm using are 4-star bases. That's Mistea and Setzer, and Ramza, Iridia, and Barbarisia you can actually trade out for lower versions, such as 2 Shantotos. They're going to be doing tornado chains. And Ramza, you can actually use Edward for this just fine. So let's just get into it. I'll explain a little bit more about the fight once we're in there. We're going to go into Carbuncle Grove, new trial of Ruby. Okay, so defeat Carbuncle with magic. This is going to be easy enough to do because we're going to be mostly damaging it with magic. Evoke Diabolos. I put Diabolos on Barbarisia. And party of 5 or less, so we're not going to take a friend unit. Okay, so I'll just go over their equips real quick. All you need, really, to really handle this fight is to give Mistea 150% light resistance. Okay? So mine has 160, and nullify status conditions, because Carbuncle will use a lot of them, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, so like I said, just 150% light resist, then everything you can do for spirit and HP otherwise. It doesn't need to be fully loaded with TMs like mine. Can be much lower gear. The thing with Carbuncle is, I'll explain this before I go in. Carbuncle does very little damage. But while it does very little damage, it has a high buff on itself. But to remove the buff, you have to deal dark damage to it twice, but once it removes its buff, it will then start dealing big damage to your team. So you want to keep it buffed and just destroy it while it has its buffs up. So for that, that's the reason why we're going to use Setzer for fixed dice. He's the most uniquely equipped unit in this. So we've got a Beast Piercer Spear and a Kaiser Knuckle. Now, normally he can't equip those, but we've given him Equip Spear and use Grappling Weapons, Beast Killer, and MP plus 30%. All the rest of his gear is geared towards giving him more MP, okay? I don't think I actually... You can enhance double dice to +1 at least if you want to have better chances of doing higher damage, but mine is just standard double dice. Ramza, I just built him solely for spirit, using whatever I had. You don't really need to worry about him otherwise, but spirit's the way you want to go with Ramza. For your bard, well, you could do the same thing with Edward. And then just pure magic for Iridia and Barbarisia, or if you're using 2 Shantotos, that's totally fine too. Alright, so let's get into it. Is Rain hitting on Carbuncle right now? That's weird. Okay. It's like, you look really hot right now. Wow, this is like the beginning of a porn. It's like, I feel so hot right now. Can you do something for it? An animality porn. Bestiality porn. Did I just say animality like Mortal Kombat? Alright, let's go. So this is what we're going to do. You're going to want to keep Mistea on a rotation of Fratelli Wall, then Clear Veil, then Defending. Okay? Setzer, double dice. Ramza, Hero's Rhyme, obviously. Pure Summoner Iridia, or whichever mage you're using. If you're using Shantotos, just dual Tornado. Every time, baby. So the first thing we'll do is the Wall and Hero's Rhyme, and then we're going to go into Chain with Dice and Tornado. So you see, you're not doing like a ton of damage. However, you want to keep it buffed. It's going to reflect itself, all that. I'm pretty sure a Tornado goes through Reflect. It's all good. Clear Veil. Once again, do the same thing. This is pretty much going to be the whole thing for the whole fight. So you see how little damage it does. It's like negligible. Completely negligible. And Mistaya will just cover everything. It's all good. So third turn, you're just going to defend with her. Double dice again. Been having really bad luck on the double dice. Haven't been hitting big damage on it. So you see, it's going to take a while, but of course, it is a safe, easy way to beat the fight and complete all the challenges in the process. We're going right back into that. Where'd you go, double dice? All right, so from here on, I'm gonna fast forward the video. This is the rotation. You just do that over and over and over again. Dual tornadoes, double dice, keep Mistaya on her rotation, and you'll be totally fine. You'll beat this fight, hands down, no problem. You'll have yourself a brand new shiny 3-star Esper. So for now, we're gonna go and fast forward the fight to the end.
2 hours later.
Alright guys, so we made it down to about 8%. Now, Carbuncle heals 3 times during the fight at 80, 60, and 20% thresholds, but it only heals 1.5 million, and that's easy to overcome with Setzer. Now, my Setzer, like I said, is not enhanced, so his double dice is sometimes hitting for very low damage, and we're at turn 49. But for you, it'll likely go a lot faster if you enhance his double dice to at least +1 or +2. At some point during the fight, you're going to want to use one of your mages to summon Diablos just once. Don't use it twice, because if you use it twice, it'll change modes and buff its magic by like 1000% and just kill you. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to finish up the fight, right? We're back at our normal rotation. Let's just check on Mistaya. She needs to cover, correct. Setzer's going to double dice, like I said, and Heroes Rhyme with Ramza, and you're going to want to do a Black Magic Tornado, and Tornado. And hopefully within a couple of turns, Setzer will hit big, and we will kill Carbuncle. We could do it this turn right now. Let's see. And Tornado should be the last thing that hits. Oh, okay. So we left it at 1%. How lucky. Mistaya absorbs all damage. So this next turn should do it. Like I said, the Tornado hits should be the last hits in your chain. Setzer will use the double dice somewhere in the middle. And you should be totally A-okay to make it through. Now, we're just going to clear Veil just in case. Just in case we don't do the 1% if Setzer hits really weak and this magic doesn't take him down. But it should. It should. Alright, so we'll just use our chain first. We'll see what happens. Alright, so that should have given us the magic credit. I'm pretty sure it did. We'll see. Not sure if Setzer hit last there or if the Tornadoes hit last. If the Tornadoes hit last, you just need to adjust your chain a little bit. If I missed it, I can just do it again. It's not a big deal. Killing it with magic is the easy part because most of the time you're going to be using magic to do most of your damage. Or to build up your chains anyway. And Tornado hits for a very large amount of hits. I think it's 12, and you're dual casting it, so you're talking about like 48 chain. You should be okay on the magic kill. We may have just gotten unlucky there and it may not have worked, but that's okay. You get the general idea. Yeah, this really is like a porn. I feel so much better now. That's good. It hurts to see a friend who's suffering. Yeah. Boom chicka wow wow. What are you doing, Coolie? Talking about a guy banging an animal. A magic animal. Alright, let's see how we did. Carbuncle awakened. Got 100 lapis. Sweet. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how we did. Yeah, it didn't give us credit for the magic kill because the double dice was the last hit that put it over the edge. However, that was just luck based. Like I said, if you adjust your chain just a little bit, mine happened to hit. My chain happened to be set up to where Setzer was hitting last. You can adjust it a little bit to keep your Setzer like somewhere in the middle. This way, the tornado hits will always be the last hits. So I'm just gonna go back in and do the fight anyway. Like I said, this is the cheese way. This is like the slow and steady, easy way to beat the fight, the guaranteed way. If you're looking for a guide that's going to show you the right way to deal with all of its battle patterns, then look out for my man Clake Uzolt's guide that should be coming up within the next couple of hours, maybe right even after this video uploads. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time. Might do a guide for the Golem fight too, even though that one's not that difficult. We'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Check you next time. Later.